Elara, a young maiden with eyes like the forest, lived in a village nestled near the Whispering Woods. The woods, ancient and vast, held secrets whispered on the wind. One day, a magical melody, carried on the wind, lured her deeper into the woods than ever before. The trees, tall and ancient, seemed to watch Elara as she ventured deeper. Sunlight filtering through the leaves painted dancing patterns on the forest floor. The melody grew stronger, guiding her towards a clearing bathed in an ethereal light. The figure solidified, transforming into a woman with flowing silver hair and eyes like liquid emeralds. She was the Lady of the Lake, a spirit of immense power, her voice as gentle as the rustling leaves. She had been expecting Elara, drawn here by destiny. The fate of the kingdom rested on the young maiden's shoulders. A wicked sorcerer, driven by envy and lust for power, had cursed the princess, trapping her in an eternal slumber. Only the purest of heart, guided by bravery and love, could break the curse. The princess was hidden in the sorcerer's fortress, guarded by enchanted creatures and perilous traps. To break the curse, Elara had to find the legendary golden rose, a symbol of hope and purity. Despite her fear, Elara felt a surge of determination. She vowed to find the golden rose, break the curse, and free the princess from her enchanted prison. Elara had heard whispers of the princess, a tale told in hushed tones. Princess Lyra, known for her kindness and laughter, had been beloved by her people. The sorcerer, envious of her popularity and the king's love for his daughter, had cursed her on her 16th birthday. The kingdom had mourned the princess, their grief echoing through the years. The king, heartbroken, had locked himself away in his castle, his spirit broken. The kingdom, once vibrant and joyful, had fallen into a shadow of despair. The sorcerer's power, fueled by darkness, had spread throughout the land, casting a pall over everything it touched. Only the golden rose, its petals imbued with the light of pure magic, could break through the darkness and restore balance. Elara, determined to free the princess and the kingdom from the sorcerer's grasp, accepted the quest. An ancient prophecy, carved into the bark of the oldest tree in the Whispering Woods, spoke of a maiden chosen by fate. She would possess a spirit as untamed as the wind, a heart as pure as the morning dew, and courage that burned brighter than the sun. Elara, chosen by the lake spirit, fit the prophecy perfectly. The prophecy foretold of a perilous journey, fraught with trials and tribulations. The chosen maiden would face treacherous landscapes, cunning beasts, and the sorcerer's dark magic. The golden rose, the prophecy continued, bloomed only under the light of the full moon, guarded by a fearsome creature. Only a pure heart, devoid of malice, could withstand the creature's wrath and claim the rose. Elara, armed with the knowledge of the prophecy, knew the challenges ahead were immense. The Lady of the Lake, her voice echoing with ancient wisdom, guided Elara towards her first challenge, the Cave of Shadows. Hidden deep within the mountains, the cave was a place of fear, its entrance shrouded in a perpetual mist. It was said to be guarded by the whispering shadows, creatures born of darkness and fear. Elara, her heart pounding with trepidation, entered the cave, her hand gripping the hilt of a dagger gifted by the Lady of the Lake. The air grew heavy, the silence broken only by the drip of water and the echo of her own footsteps. The darkness pressed in, threatening to consume her, but Elara pressed on, her resolve unwavering. As she ventured deeper, whispers slithered through the darkness, weaving tales of despair and hopelessness. Elara, remembering the Lady of the Lake's warning, closed her eyes and focused on the image of the princess. The whispering shadows, their power fueled by fear, recoiled from Elara's unexpected attack. Her courage, her unwavering belief in her purpose, was like a beacon in the darkness, weakening the creatures of shadow. Elara, her heart pounding with adrenaline, fought with a ferocity she didn't know she possessed. Each swing of her dagger, imbued with the Lady of the Lake's magic, sent the whispering shadows recoiling, their forms flickering like dying embers. The cave, sensing the shift in power, began to fight back. Rocks tumbled from the ceiling, the ground trembled, but Elara refused to be deterred. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, the whispering shadows dissipated, their whispers fading into the darkness. Elara, bruised but unbroken, stood victorious, her spirit unbroken. As Elara ventured deeper into the cave, the air grew noticeably colder. The faint light emanating from a crystal embedded in the cavern wall revealed a chilling sight. A young woman, her beauty frozen in time, lay upon an altar of ice. This was Princess Lyra, trapped in the sorcerer's cruel enchantment. Lyra's chest rose and fell with each shallow breath, proof that she lived. But her eyes remained closed, her spirit lost in a slumber induced by dark magic. The sorcerer, in his cruelty, had not only imprisoned her body but also trapped her soul, denying her the freedom to dream. The air crackled with a palpable sense of despair, a testament to the sorcerer's power. The golden rose, she knew, was the only way to break this curse, to restore Lyra's freedom and bring light back into the princess's eyes. Elara approached the altar cautiously, her heart aching for the princess's plight. As Elara reached out to touch the princess, a voice, cold and sharp as shattered ice, echoed through the chamber. The sorcerer, his eyes blazing with fury, materialized before her, his form wreathed in shadows. He had anticipated her arrival, his magic alerting him to her presence within his domain. "You dare trespass in my domain, foolish girl?" he snarled, his voice dripping with venom. "The princess is mine, her life force tethered to my will. Leave now, and perhaps I shall spare you the agony of a fate far worse than death." Elara stood her ground, her chin held high, her eyes locked on the sorcerer's. Fear, a cold knot in her stomach, threatened to consume her, but she refused to back down. "I will not leave without her," Elara stated, her voice trembling but resolute. "Your reign of terror ends now, sorcerer." Elara raised the golden rose, its petals glowing with an inner light, bathing the chamber in a warm, golden glow. The sorcerer, his power waning under the rose's pure magic, recoiled, shielding his eyes from the blinding light. He had underestimated the strength of her will, the power of her belief. "No!" the sorcerer roared, his voice laced with desperation. The shadows that clung to him dissipated like smoke on the wind, his form flickering as his magic waned. The golden rose, a beacon of hope and purity, pulsed with energy, its light flowing towards the frozen princess. The ice encasing Lyra's body began to crack, spiderweb fractures spreading across its surface. With a final surge of magic, the ice shattered, collapsing inward upon itself with a deafening roar. Lyra gasped, her eyes fluttering open as she drew her first breath of freedom in what felt like a lifetime. The golden rose, its magic spent, withered, its petals turning to dust, its purpose fulfilled. Elara watched, her heart filled with relief and a sense of accomplishment, as the princess rose from the shattered remnants of her icy prison. News of the princess's return spread throughout the kingdom like wildfire, igniting a spark of hope in the hearts of the people. The kingdom, shrouded in darkness for so long, rejoiced at the return of their beloved princess, their spirits lifted by Elara's courage and the triumph of light over darkness. Elara, hailed as a hero, stood beside Princess Lyra as the kingdom celebrated. The king, his eyes filled with tears of gratitude, embraced his daughter, his heart overflowing with joy. With a grateful heart and a thirst for the unknown, Elara bid farewell to the kingdom, her spirit soaring with the eagles.